Test Manager, SQL 2008 Express installation. From the download area where you downloaded Test Manager, there's a link on that page, Borland Technical Publications. Download the PDF. You'll need that after you finish the Test Manager installation. Install Test Manager. On my machine it ran about 11 minutes. It's a click-through installation, pretty straightforward. From there, open up the Test Manager installation PDF and follow the directions in the Installing SQL Server 2008 Express section. I believe it's page 32 and 33. You can follow those directions with one exception. In the SQL 2008 Express INI file, don't use the content that's in the document. Use the information that's listed here below. To summarize what's in the documentation, you're going to install the Windows installer 4.5, takes about a minute, and you have to restart the PC. Then you're going to install the .NET Framework 3.5, which actually installs the 3.0 Service Pack 2 and the 2.0 Service Pack 2. It ran for about 7 minutes on my machine, and again you're going to restart the PC. From there, you're going to install the SQL 2008 Express. I created a batch file and that called the INI file. And the one thing I wanted to point out was the password. The SA password has to be a strong password. So you can see I use the letter P @SSW0 ORD ampersand. If you don't use a strong password, the SQL Server installation will fail. Once the database is complete, again, restart the PC and go to C Program Files, Microsoft SQL Server 100, Setup, Bootstrap, Log folder, and look for the summary.txt file. And if you look right at the second line in that file, it should say passed. Alright, that installation took about 7 minutes as well. Again, you need to restart the PC at the end of the database installation, and then from there we're going to create a data source to connect to that database and then make a connection to that through Test Manager. Here is the information that I downloaded and installed. Here's the 4.5 installer, the .NET 3.5 installation, Test Manager installation, my batch file. Okay, so the batch file is exactly as described in the PDF file and the INI file, again with the strong password. My file is just slightly different from the documentation. And here is the subdirectory to look for the summary.txt file. So C Program Files, SQL Server 100, Setup, Bootstrap, and we'll just take a look, and this is exactly what you should be seeing in your results file. Here is after you've finished the Test Manager installation, you need to point it to a data source. Well, we're going to go ahead and create that data source now. So system DSN, we're going to add a data source. It's going to be the native client, and I'll call it a TM Manager. And we'll go browse for the data source. And you're going to pick this one here. So the machine name / SQL Express. And I'm also going to grab a copy of that because I'm going to need it later. And we click through the rest of the settings here. And we'll test the data source, and there we go. So now we're ready to go into Test Manager and make the connection. Then we're going to need the SA password. And that is the P @SS 0 RD ampersand. Okay, again, this is the same password and user ID. And we'll click OK here, and our connection is complete. So let's re-log in and take a look to see if we have a connection to our demo project. And there's our demo project, our overview report to go with our requirements. Okay, so we have a connection to the sample database now. So to recap, again, we're going to go ahead and do the test manager installation, restart the computer, make sure you download the test manager installation help PDF, do the Windows 4.5 installation based on reading the information within the test manager installation help document, page 32 and 33. Then we're going to go ahead and install the .NET 3.5 framework, install SQL Server using the INI file that I've supplied, restart the computer again, make the data source for the database, make a connection through Test Manager, and we're done.